InDesign is Adobe's industry standard publication design program. Of the many reasons why InDesign became popular, a primary one is that it uses many of the same tools and panels found in Photoshop and Illustrator and integrates seamlessly with those programs. While there are many ways to access documents in InDesign, oftentimes you'll be creating original documents, and as such, a good starting point is the new Document Dialog Box. I've already opened the program here, as you can see, by clicking on the icon in the dock, and it brings up a workspace that, without any file open, contains an applications menu across the top, an options menu, and a toolbar. To open a new document dialog box, you go up to File, New, and Document, and it opens up the dialog box. Let's start at the top and examine exactly what options are contained here for setting up our document. At the very top, you can see there's a document preset. Unless you created a template, we're going to leave this set to default. The next item down is the intent. Here, if we click on it, we can see a drop-down menu that offers print, web, and digital publishing. We're going to leave this set to print, but you should be aware of the fact that when you change your intent from print to either web or digital publishing, it is interlocked with your page size further down. And we'll change this to web to give you an idea of what I'm talking about. So we'll click on web, and you can see that this went from letter to the page size being defined as pixel dimensions, both for the length and the height. We're going to go back to print here real quick. The next item down is the page numbers. Now, page numbers is exactly as it sounds, and you could easily set up your whole document here in the new document dialog box. If, say, you are doing an 80-page magazine, you can insert 80 pages here and set up your entire magazine. But since this is also a function that can be controlled at any time later on, we're going to leave it set to 1 right now. The next item over is the facing pages, which I've already got clicked. This allows you to work on what Designer calls spreads, 2 facing pages in a magazine, so you can see them simultaneously. So you do want to click that. The start page number, we're going to leave set to 1 here. And the primary text frame, which makes it easy to flow text into pages, we're also going to click. The next item down is your page size, and it automatically defaults to letter in print. Letter being a standard, width and height, 8.5 inches by 11 inches. There is a drop-down menu that will give you many different options that you can choose, or as you can see, you can set a custom size that will allow you to set the width and the height to any possible size you'd like. Additionally, in the page size area here, we have an orientation. The first one being portrait, which would be a vertical orientation. The other one being landscape, which means it would be a horizontal orientation on your document. So you do want to select one of those. Going to the next item down in our dialog box, we have the columns field. The columns field allows you to control the number of columns in your document as well as the gutters that run between them. For right now, we're going to leave these at the default of 1 column on the page and a gutter size of a fraction of an inch. The next item down is the margins box. The margins allows you to set the size of the margins on the perimeter of your document. These are set as a default on most documents at 1/2 inch. We'll leave that in place right now, although you should be aware you can set these to any size you'd like. Further down, we see another item called Bleed and Slug with a triangle next to it. The triangle usually means in Adobe programs that there is another menu if you click on it. So as we click on it, we can see there is a whole nother range of options here for Bleed and Slug. For right now, in the designs we're going to be creating, we won't need these, so we're just going to leave these set to where they are, and we'll click that back and make it go. Another item that's on the dialog box is the preview button, and if we click it, you can see that it is showing our document the way that we have set it up. Now, if we go ahead and make a change, say we decide we want our margins to be 1/4 inch instead of 1/2 inch here, you can see the preview has showed me exactly how it's changed. Now, if I go back and delete that and go back to our 1/2 inch margins, and you can see these are locked, so they all change at the same time. It shows me my 1/2 inch, and then when I click OK, my document is created. Not only is my document created the way we saw, but it's on what we call a pasteboard. and my document's ready to work on.